We are wrapping up day number 3 with game number 3 from the Hockey Canada Women's U18 Summer Showcase from Calgary, Alberta. Hello and welcome inside the Markin McPhail Centre in Winsport Park on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. I am Dave Dawson, and this evening it is Team Canada White and Finland, a pair of programs looking for their first victory in this U18 Summer Showcase. After tonight, Finland will have a break until Sunday when they take on the amalgamation of these two programs, Red and White and U18, who are preparing for the Canada-USA Series next week. Red and White will play one more intra-squad game tomorrow before those decisions are made over the weekend. Finland lost 6-2 to Red yesterday, in which they were outshot 51-10. And White lost 4-2 to Red, where shots were tied at 29 apiece. Bound to be a doozy here tonight from the gorgeous Winsport facility in Calgary Olympic Park. Chris Colwell, Ron Radke, our entire HN Live broadcast crew beyond honored to be taking part in this event. And Finland, the aggressors early on in a 2-on-1, and just misfiring was Emma Ekoluma right there, almost able to open the scoring. And Pice puts it in front. That goes off of a skate, and Finland scored the first goal yesterday. Canada Red had 6 unanswered, and then Finland bookended it. A goal by Kruk, a power play one, and a rocket from the point. And that's how that one turned out. White just a step offside, and Mr. Radke, we'll get to the goaltender's next whistle. That's fine. I don't want to make you whip across. So we'll just talk about her. That's great. That's number 35, Mackenzie Alexander. She's from Toronto. Played 28 games in Etobicoke in the OWHL this year. 10 goals, 14 points. And more importantly, her birthday was just under 2 weeks ago. Gilmore now at the line. That is Taylor Gilmore, stands 6'2", number 34 does. And over the stripe comes Canada. Walking in, firing, and that goes over the top of the goaltender, which is protected by Kertu Kuyahakula. And I am beyond excited to broadcast a game with her between the pipes. There she is, number 31, born in 2007, played a pair of games this year for Jiki in Suomi Sarja. That's the Finnish series. She was 1-1 as a starter, 353 goals against, and an .851 save percentage, backed up tonight by Venla Vari, who made 45 saves yesterday as a 51-shot onslaught, where it very easily could have been double digits for Canada. Face off to the right side of the goaltender. Murphy from the point, that's blocked. And right there, in tight, trying to let her rip is Kaylin Lamarche, had an assist in a 4-2 losing cause to Team Red. Now at the line is Pickering from St. Adolphe, Manitoba. Return pass to Pickering again. At the point, Logan looks on as Murphy has it through a screen, hits a leg. Ava Murphy had an assist as well in that 4-2 loss to Red. Now Kari can't do anything with it on the side of the net, can Finland, and Murphy will continue the pressure for Canada. Still no shots on goal, as that will not land either as it's blocked. And Lamarche looks for more, the Sudbury, Ontario product. A nice little drop pass, and nobody wants to grab the puck. Murphy takes it, though, as Canada looks for the give and go. Short side offering, off of the stick of Kruk. Murphy keeps it in at the line, more pressure from Canada. Kruk in there, Canada's changing, so it comes back out to neutral. Pressure on from Finland, and it's Graham protecting the puck, trying to get it by the defender, Kitula, who had a good game yesterday for Finland. It's Evans now. Leaves it there for Armstrong. In behind the cage. Takes a whack from Kari, who played well yesterday too. Took a hard hit in the second period and was able to come back, or first for that matter, was able to come back and join the action. Rubin. That's Vienna Rubin from West Vancouver, BC. At the point, Fiala fires, that misses the target. Lots of zone time here for White, but still no shots on goal. Shot, there's the first shot, and Kuyahalkula sticks that out of the way. Graham now, hard across. Return pass, has to fight through it in her feet. Nice little move, and Kuyahalkula had to be quick on that one, kicking the pad out. Her first high percentage save. Off the stick of Laidlaw. At the point, Fiala misfires on it, giving Finland a chance to clear, but they don't. Good pressure by Canada, keeping it on in front. A shot just whistles wide off the stick of Shelby Laidlaw from St. Thomas, Ontario. Just missed the glove hand side, and it'll come all the way down. Radke, hang with the Tandy, please. And in between the pipes, we have Raya Stewart. New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. No, excuse me. That is Carly Vance from Lucan, Ontario. You can move from her. That's fine, thanks. I didn't get that. That's my bad, my friend. We'll get to her after. Looking at the wrong colored pads. Firing, and that's off the goalpost. All pressure here. All zone time for Canada. And if you just joined us, Finland actually right off the draw had a 2-on-1 that they weren't able to capitalize as the puck just slid off the stick of the teammate sliding through the crease. And since then, all Canada, and Pice has to be smart and Cale McCarran at the line, but instead this time she moves back out through the middle. McCarr obviously having a good time with the Stanley Cup in Calgary right now, so anytime I can get that name mentioned in, making our country proud. Gilmore. 6'2", Gilmore. Towering on the ice, and she can move her feet as well. Little crossed up at the line. No possession time for Finland as the player who lost her stick has to go back and get it. Caron now. Eloise Caron from St. Hyacinthe, Quebec. Gilmore brings it over the line. Gilmore. Lundstrom was in her hip pocket, so she couldn't get a clean shot away. Still 3 shots to nail in favor of Canada White as McKinnon brings it in. But Murphy has to tag up as they get a little crossed up at the line. Murphy, nice sidestep, and we are going to get the game's first penalty. It's going to go for interference to Logan as she'll sit down and think about that one for 2 minutes or less. So Finland, with the power play yesterday, they were 0 for 3. According to, I thought that Kruk goal is a power play one, so I could be wrong. It was a power play one. According to the stats, they said 0 for 3. So, anywho, either way you look at it, it's a development camp, so those things aren't as important. There's no trophies at stake. So off to the box, Canada White goes. First extended zone time possession for Finland. Let's see what they can manage here. And that's Tuuli Tallinen from Kouvola, Finland. In there with Salonen. Had an assist yesterday. Tracking all the way back into their zone. In behind the cage is Kurenin. Through neutral. And bobbling it out the line a little awkwardly was Katula. It gives Canada a chance to bring it out. So no real possession time here for Finland in the early stages of this power play, as the Canada kill has been fairly smart, and that parts the seas as Sina Varjonen goes back to retrieve, whose birthday was actually 7 days ago today, so happy belated to her. No, I'm not making this up. There's a lot of August birthdays in these rosters, so works out well for me. I like adding that content for the families. And Lundstrom will leave it at the point. Through a screen, firing. Oh, that just missed the target. That found a path right through. And Vance on the blocker has a look again. So we'll eventually get a whistle run, Radke, in that Canada end of the ice so I can get to the goaltender's stats. Hopefully we'll get there. As Ron's muscular physique in shorts. Wears shorts 12 months of the year. I say that because he was looking at me cross-eyed because I had fast food for supper. There's the context for that one. So I digress. Anywho, Finland on the power play. Both teams at even strength now as they will be 0 for 1 with the player advantage. And on the half wall, the two teams. And it'll be Canada who brings it out, and that's Jamie Spring from Cranbrook. Plays it through and across. And here's Canada with a break down the wing. It's Logan. Logan reverses, doesn't like what she sees, waits for the rest of her roster to join her. Well, at least 4 more of them, to be honest. Hurry now, puts it towards the net. Puns aplenty waiting with that name, and I'm addicted to puns, so I've really reined it in. Just based on, nobody really needs to hear all of those, but Hurry is an easy one for a hockey name, for sure. Really, really good hockey name. Murphy in behind. Traffic in front, and Kuya will make sure to keep the puck on the other side of the goal line, and will hang on for the faceoff. And we are looking at number 46, Eloise Caron from Saint-Hyacinthe, Quebec. 24 games for Richelieu in the U18 AAA League. They're 31 goals and 46 points in 24 games this year. And that whistles wide of the net. 4 shots to 1 in favor of Canada White, nearing the midway point of the opening period. Gilmore, nice little feathery touch to Murphy, but she's got a girl right in her hip pocket, and that's Karanen. In behind, battling for it now. And to neutral. Caron will get back on her horse and try to split the D, and she's doing well so far, but knocked off a bit. Calmly back there to get it is Pickering. Plays it across. That's Avery Pickering. Played for Balmoral Hall in the JWHL this year. And the billiard play will bring it all the way back into neutral, and Canada will go back after it. So 1 high percentage chance so far, and a stalemate as Graham will try to change that here, and she's got speed down the wing and a path to the net, firing. What a goal! It's in! Gracie Graham, top shelf, and in Fort Nelson, BC, they high five. It's 1-0. She got into high gear down the right wing side, blew by the Finnish defender, somehow a path open to the net, and put it up short side over the glove of Kuya Halkula, and it's 1-0. Team Canada White on the attack again, a chance in front, and sticked out of the way. Short side offering, it's in, what a shot! Janelle Evans, bar down, and it's 2-0, only 17 seconds after. Pardon me, 11 seconds after. Great pressure by Canada. Evans jumped up on the play, took a shot, got it on a rebound, and went short side. Regina, Saskatchewan native, just outside of Regina actually. Played for Rink Kelowna this year in the Canadian Sports School Hockey League. 26 points in 23 games, including 11 goals. And they know all about that. Out on the West Coast about how she can talk, and she's in again, firing. And a nice save by Kuya Halkula. Armstrong plays pitch and catch a Spring, who plays it across the ice, looking for the backside pass to Laidlaw, and that's the look they wanted. And the pitching wedge put it over the glass as Laidlaw on the touch just goes north. Here's Shelby Laidlaw. She's from St. Thomas, Ontario. 27 games played for London, the OWHL this year. 14 points and 5 goals. And she lines up for the draw. Back to the point. Pickering sends it across to Murphy. Oh, a nice little move to get around the defender. Has some puck support there. A path clears, but it hits her teammate in front, Alexander. Kept in at the line by Canada. It's Murphy. Good stick on the short side by Paulina Salonen. Doing all she can to separate the body from puck. Good individual effort helps Finland to clear the zone. The quick up, and Pickering's over the line with Pice. Pice puts it at the net, and another penalty coming to Team Canada. Cross-checking in front. 200 feet from her own net, and it'll be Gilmore, I believe, going to the box. And when I say I believe, she's 6'2", so tends to be one of the players, even though this is my first time viewing in person this Canada White roster. Pretty easy to be able to locate on the ice. 6'2", which is incredible stuff. How she can move, and yeah, great future. I imagine we'll have a very bright future in athletics. All the way down the ice, Canada's going to clear it. Have we got to the goalie stats yet, Ron Radke? No. Okay, we're 12 minutes into the period. I promise you, before hopefully she gets spelled off by Raya Stewart, we will get to the stats of Carly Vance. As Finland brings it in. Shots are 8-1 in favor of Canada as the referee gets involved in a little bit of the crash along the boards. Finland would love some offensive zone time, but Canada says no thanks. Down the wing comes Caron with a burst of speed. Caron, backhand, and a nice save by Kula, who may have bumped the net, but it stays on a pickpocket play. Short side, short-handed chance. And Canada's going to take the cool route and just be patient with it. The Finland player thought that the Canadian player was on her team and just left the puck, which is my old ball hockey move, I'm not going to lie. 1 out of 95 times that worked successfully, and it did that time. Just as much as a pickpocket play to go along with it. Up the left side, Finland brings it in. Kruk waiting for it on a pillow. And when she gets that stick back, you better be sure it doesn't hit the net, because there's a good percentage it'll go in. That one misses the cage, off the dasher and all the way down, as the aforementioned Aino Kruk from Karstula, Finland goes back there. And Talinen. Kruk goes off on a line change. Battling along the boards is Limas from Orviesi, Finland. And it'll blow it dead for a faceoff. Okay, Ron, I'm just going to read the goaltender stats off anyway, even though you're on a faceoff, just because I want to get them in. So the other end of the ice is Carly Vance. She made 14 saves in that 4-2 losing cause and 15 shots from Lucan, Ontario. 15 games played for London in the OWHL. 13-2, a 117 goals against, 952 save percentage, and 8 circular victory objects. That is ridiculous. And there she is at the top of your screen. Down the wing comes Murphy. Murphy trying to sidestep a defender, shoveling it in front, but it doesn't reach the destination. Letting it go, LaMarche, and a glove save by the Finnish goaltender, Kuya Halkula, who calm, coolly, and collected. Just like her counterpart yesterday, Venla Vari was sensational, making 45 saves. Draw to the left side of the goaltender, number 31. And if you were watching the contest prior to this, the officials have been really coaching these athletes to make sure their face-off positioning is pristine. Down the right wing side, in comes Finland. A little toey from Pelkonen. Wasn't able to achieve the target, and out comes Canada. Off the boards and down, and a play developing here. Calling for it in front. A backhand. And not the timing she wanted, but she was still able to get a shot away. Wide open on the odd player rush. was Graham. Gracie Graham from Fort Nelson, BC, has the game's opening goal, as the shots are currently 10-1 in favor of Canada White. And if you're joining us for the first time, there's 3 teams in this age group: Canada White, Canada Red, and Finland, in the summer showcase and the women's development program. And here comes Canada. That's rubbed off of the puck was Mackenzie Alexander. Laidlaw's going to rip it around back behind Alexander on it. She has some support from Pice. In behind, Pice sidesteps, drops it off for a teammate. A nice move, walking towards and fires. Lets it rip, did hurry, and maybe hurried that one up a little more than she needed to. She had a little more timing on it, but that's Kiara Hurry. Had a goal and an assist in the losing cause, 4-2. From London, Ontario, 27 games played for London, the OWHL, 23 points, 9 goals. At the line, and time, firing, and that one just goes over top from Hurry. A little more patient with it that time. Backhand in front, and the loose puck still there. Caron, the first one on it. Back to the point again for Hurry. Boy, she's been good at the backside. Right in front, the little touch pass, trying to get it in tight. Hurry almost keeps it in, and quickly across to her line mate, Spring, from Cranbrook, BC. Oh, and given away, and it's a break, in alone, firing, oh, and what a save! Paulina Salonen went in alone on the not-to-be-forgotten Carly Vance, who finally gets some screen time, and well-deserved. Shots 13-2. And a really, really great save there, and what could be a confidence-building, momentum-changing goal. But Vance, calm, cool, and collected, no problem. Closed the wickets up, and it remains 2-0. A score she is more than familiar with during her OWHL Elite League career in 21-22. And now a 2-on-1 for Finland, but a great back check by Logan, who disrupted that one. Great heads-up play. And Murphy now. Dropping it off. Short side shot, and Kuya Halkula hangs on off the stick of Reese Logan, who goes off for a line change. Before she does, let's get some stats in there. Burlington, Ontario. Etobicoke in the OWHL, 13 points and 2 goals this season in 21-22. Draw to the left side of Kuya Halkula. Off the draw, it's won by Canada. Blue sweaters abound, and looking for a deflection. It goes opposite corner and wide. And now Graham leaves it there for Ruben. And a return pass for her. Tries to put it through Kruk, and it ends up wide. Vari in there to help it along. More zone time for Canada as Kuya Halkula kicks it away. Kruk now. Dangerous pass, and it's turned over. Canada has really tilted the ice in their favor, and much like they would hope, as the two teams are on their second last day of evaluation before one roster is named for Sunday, where them and Finland will go toe-to-toe again at 7:15 Mountain, 9:15 Eastern, and right in front, a giveaway, firing, and that one ends up in the corner. I believe Kuya Halkula maybe got a piece of it, but it definitely hit a leg on the way through. Less than 3 minutes to go. Nice shot block, and Alexander on the rebound, in tight, zipping it, and a save by Kuya Halkula again. Broken record, 17 shots to 2 in favor of Canada. We're very likely, and if I'm a betting man, we'll probably get north of 20 before this period's over. Off the draw, Alexander at the net. 10 members of the bronze medal winning team here from Finland and America in that World Championship back in June. Canada obviously won gold. Maybe not obviously. If you didn't know, now you know, as they say. Alexander not able to keep it in, down into the Canada zone. And it will be icing as Finland will make the skate back. And that, for Team Finland, is number 15, Charlotta Lundstrom. Played 10 games for Lukko this year, 3 goals, 4 points, and will be heading to Cortan in 22-23 in the fall. That is the elite program in Finland, where a number of these athletes do compete in that Cortan program. Down the right side, into the zone is Pelkonen. And Gilmore on it now. Gilmore kicks it up to her feet. From her feet to her stick, I should say. And that's a long way, because that's a very long twig for 6'2" plus skates. Love it, though. Right on the tape, she takes it, head up, makes a quick decision. Icing waved off as Gilmore tags out. And Finland through neutral will cross the stripe again. And after, it's going to be Ekoluma. Played for Karpat this year. But not long enough as Canada brings it out again. And then it's all the way down and to the blue sweatered zone. And on it, Samantha Morrison from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Plays it across. So good thing I didn't bet on it, Chris Colall, my statistician, because shots since I said that are 17-2. That's why I don't play as much fantasy sports anymore, because I never win. Right on the tape, and into the zone comes Canada. It's LaMarche trying to make a couple of different moves. Couldn't get by the Finnish defenders. LaMarche now, another one, a little short side tuck, but doesn't get across the stripe. And Finland's out. Katula down the wing, has it now. Being heavily pursued, knocked down, and both officials with their arm in the air will leave the Canadian player to the penalty box. With 32.7 seconds remaining in the opening 20, it'll be the third Finnish power play of the opening frame. No arguments from the Canadian player who went after the puck but ended up hitting the skates. So Fiala will sit down for 2 minutes or less. Again, Canada was 2 for 2 in the penalty kill, so a combined so far 4 for 4 in the showcase. And off the draw, won by Canada. Armstrong battling for it, shorthanded. Knocks her counterpart down. So Finland, one last gasp here before we say goodbye to the opening 20. Let's see if they can put something on the board, or at least a shot or something positive to take into the intermission. And it could come here on the back door and sniff that one right out. A nice defensive breakup, and that'll be how we end the opening 20 minutes. Hurry was patient with her stick and broke that play up. And also in on that as well was Haley Armstrong. 2-0, Canada White leads after 20. Stay with us. We will return to the Markham McPhail Center after a short intermission. You are watching the U18 Hockey Canada Summer Showcase from Calgary, Alberta, in partnership with HN Live. And we are back for the second period of play from the Mark and McPhail Center on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm Dave Dawson. Wherever you are watching from, be it over in Finland where it is in the wee hours of the morning, or out on the East Coast where it's time to maybe tuck the little ones in, or wherever it is you're tuning in from. Absolutely love to be part of this. Grateful to have you along with us. 2-0, Team Canada White does lead. Gracie Graham got one at 9:42. 11 seconds later was Janelle Evans with the assist from Kiera Hurry. And that is where we stand currently. 18-2 shots in favor of the Canadian program. And 1:20 or 1:15 of power play time remaining for Team Finland. Their third of the game. And in behind. Almost given away. Behind her own net, turning around, is Pice. P-A-I-S is Pice, not Pay or Pie. Like you may be wondering if I'm saying that incorrectly, is definitely Pice. In behind the net now is number 22, Gracie Graham. At the point, walking in, and that just rips over top of the net. Pickering, the short-handed offering, missed the net by about 18 inches. A good battle at the line and a chance for Canada, and knocked down. No penalty call. Play will continue. They say that was a battle for the puck. So a little bit of physicality here. Finland's going to try to use if you're a Finland fan. And Canada right in front again. Doink off the goalpost. Couple early chances for Alexander. That one rings off the bar. Or for Canada rather, and that one off of the stick of Alexander rings off the bar. And Gilmore momentarily overskates it. As Fiala's out of the penalty box. And we have a stoppage of play here. I missed what the call was. So we're going to have a face-off, offside, okay? Looking down on my roster for some information, and it's littered with stats from elite prospects, which is a great source to find some of that information. And the hard part for a guy like me is to get everything in one whistle. And Tyler King will be here on Monday, has the uncanny ability to pile everything in 7 seconds. But nice to be prepared for sure. At the line, Hurry plays it across. More zone time pressure for Canada, zipping it, and Kuya Halkula hangs on and holds for the faceoff. In her first appearance of this event, they did not do the halfway goaltending change yesterday. As you see, Kitu Kurtu Kua Halkula have battled that continually, and in the Finnish programs, they have those relationships with the boys and girls programs. They come up and down, and maybe a little uncustomary to some of the Canadian and American programs. They don't normally play on 2 or 3 or 4 different rosters in 1 year, and sometimes that can happen for Finland. And I don't have a lot of space on my roster, so I usually pick what is the most applicable. So anyway, I appreciate the feedback I've been getting on social media for some of the great info you can find online. As Morrison will be heading the box for a cross-check. And that'll be Finland's 4th power play of the game. And they would love to use that as some momentum if you're watching from a Finnish perspective. As you have a look, it's Samantha Morrison lining up for the draw, or getting ready for it, that is, from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Committed to play for St. Mary's and U Sports in 23-24. Played for Cape Breton this year. 10 goals and 21 points in 22 games in the NSFHL. Berg passes across on the one time. It takes a jump up and doesn't get to its target, but a good job keeping it in at the line. Standing her player up was Karanen. Hurry now, down the wing, protecting the puck at the net, and the rebound just whistles wide. Great job using the old X button on Xbox to make sure that the defender didn't get anywhere near the little biscuit as she was on her way to the net. Another great shorthanded opportunity for Team Canada White as Hurry will head off on a line change on LaMarche now. And then on the forecheck, Kaylin LaMarche from Sudbury, Ontario. And now it comes Finland. Hasn't really had any zone time at all in their power play yet. And Karanen leaves it there for Salonen, one of the better Finnish players so far in this event. Pelkonen brings it over the line to Tallinen. The return feed, a little bit too far past her twig. With 50 seconds left on the Finnish power play. Their fourth of this game. They were 0 for 3 yesterday. And that splits the defenders, and Tallinen will get back quickly and to make sure that Armstrong doesn't get anywhere near it. Up on the play, here's Canada, 1-on-4, and Kuya-Halkula will hang on to that for the faceoff. As we have a look at Shelby Laidlaw lining up from the draw from St. Thomas, Ontario. Tallinen in behind, Lundstrom now. Great PK. And aggressive pressure here from Canada, not allowing Finland to exit their zone, in which they would love to do with the player advantage. And Murphy finds some open ice. He's going to skate around, hoping to find it in front of the net, and just stick lift before she could get a shot away. Penalized player is out of the box, and she has speed. Morrison, the centering attempt, and rubbed out heavily. That's a second hard hit by Finland. And play will continue. Krug, as Morrison looks for more. Out comes Finland. They'll bring it into the zone. Lundstrom's going to go after it. And stopped up by the goaltender Vance, who still has only faced 2 shots on goal. 22-2 the shots, 5 minutes into the second period. I'm not sure if Canada is going to pull Vance at the midway portion, maybe just to give her a few more reps. And I'll wait to see what the Finnish program does. And another big hit. Third time's a charm. It'll bring a power play for Canada. So physicality Finland's been using to try and gain a bit of an advantage in their zone, but this time to the well one too many times, and Canada White will be headed to the player advantage. It's Kari who will be going to the box for 2 minutes or less. Dave Dawson, Ron Radke, Chris Colwell, your broadcast crew here in this partnership with Hockey Canada and HN Live. Very grateful to be hanging out with you for the whole summer. We did the U17 camp in preparation for the challenge in BC that's coming up in November, also the Holinka Gretzky Cup camp and the U20 camp for the World Junior program in December as well. And now happy to be hanging out with you for the Women's Summer Showcase. Canada on the power play and behind their first of the game. Canada White was 1 for 4 against Red and a losing cause. Hurry plays it in front for Gilmore. Not enough space to make a move. Gilmore plays it across with some time. Looking for a deflection. Hurry has to be quick to keep it in, and she does. Good game for 56 so far in front, and that one goes wide. I believe that was Evans in tight, who's trying to get her second of the game. Shot from the point is blocked. And although losing 6-2, the Finnish program did a great job on the kill and not allowing high percentage chances in front of the net. Thought that was one of the better things they did yesterday. And the goaltending obviously was incredible. Hurry, tape to tape with less than a minute to go on the PP. Gilmore doesn't like what she sees. Plays it across, hot to Hurry. Hurry fires, and Kuya-Halkula hurries to keep it in her glove before the player on the doorstep could get an opportunity to whack at it. So much like Venlavari yesterday, Kurtu Kuya-Halkula. Pretty sensational in this one. And Finland without their top goaltender from the U18 World Championships. Didn't even bring her along. So some incredible tending here for Finland. Fiala at the point. Nope. It's going to go back door. Off of the skate. And Morrison will get it back again. Yeah, it is Morrison. Hops over a stick, and it'll give Finland a chance to get the lob wedge out and send it down. As Vance wants to get out there and touch the puck with 30 seconds left in the power play. A little bit too far ahead to lean into track. Tolinen muscles it around. It comes back to the point for Fiala. Fiala now for Logan and sends it across. Return to Logan. In her skates. That is blocked again. Great job by Finland. Not allowing those high percentage opportunities in tight. Fiala up there to LaMarche. LaMarche fires and that over top of the net. And the momentum carries it all the way down. And Calgary out of the box and we'll go off for a change. So Canada 0 for 1 in their first power play of the hockey game, nearing the midway point of the second period. With speed, Pickering down the wing, has a little bit of a luck, drops it out there for Evans, but instead, Evans has to wait till she gets it now from Ruben. Evans zips it, saved by Kuya-Halkula, and shoveled into the corner. Armstrong gets it at the line. Trying to force her hand with the defender, and again, good positioning by Paulina Saljonen. Excellent couple games for 28 Blue. Murphy, a knuckle puck from the point, and that goes wide. More pressure, 25-2 now the shots in favor of White. And Kruk. 27 games played for Cortan this year. Also part of that bronze medal winning program in June. Blowing by on the right side. With speed was Pice. Right in front for Hurish. A rebound and it just skips over the stick of Pice, who was waiting to put that one in the open 4x6, in which she would have hoped it would have been. Great job coming back to tag up as well. Canada, more pressure continually. Relentless in front, and Pice just misses. This is the Pice shift, it appears to be. And Spring now, looking for Laidlaw in front. Quick offense here for Canada, and misfiring on the connection, and the pass there will give Finland a chance to change. Hurry takes it on her forehand. Laidlaw over the line. She has help in front, and a nice kick save by Kuya-Halkula, and a break maybe for Finland. Heading up the ice is Kitula. Tries to get it around the defender's Spring, but bounced into the corner. Good end-to-end action here. Well, one end to the other end. Maybe a 2-to-1 ratio slightly. Anderson not able to penetrate the neutral zone territory, and Fiala brings it in. Gilmore trying to whip it in front. Nice block by Anderson. Gilmore can't keep it in and has to get on the train and get all the way back. So midway point here of the second. Curious to see if they're going to be a goaltending change. Mainly because I do like to spit stats out. So I just want to get through those. Carry on. Morrison. Now Gilmore. On the short side. Walking in, and that one rips wide to the opposite post. Momentum carries it into Canada territory. And Lapalainen, who got a goal yesterday, trying to get back on it. She had the opening goal, in fact, yesterday. Not a lot of zone time. 27-2 now shots. And imagine Chris Colwell, faceoffs heavily favored in Canada as well. Somewhat. Logan sends it in front. Pickering. Now behind LaMarche. Canada try to set something up and trying to get a player available right in the high slot or in the crease, but Finland has done such a great job neutralizing the offense and keeping it to the exterior. It's a little bit frustrating for the White Sweaters right now. As you can see, that's continually the effort. Try and get that misdirection play to get it in front. And again, Finnish Sweaters are keeping it to the outside. Nice inside-outside play by Lundstrom, who's going to dump it in and go off on a change. Azalben now on the retrieval. That's, Ruben. Azalben was the last game. Vienna Ruben from West Vancouver, BC. Played for Fraser Valley this year. And Murphy That is going to be way offside as LaMarche was a little slow getting off the ice. That is what you call, I'm trying to think of that line. Yeah, just a bit outside from Major Leagues, the old baseball movie back in the day. As you have a look at Evans, who has had the second goal and a nice one. It was off the bar and in. Lines up for the draw, and they did make a goaltending change. So Ryan Stewart makes an appearance from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. And if we do get a face-off down on that end of the ice, we will spit our stats to you. And even if we don't, we'll get them to you. While Kuya Halkula remains for Team Finland. And why not? Played really well as well. Seljonen sends it around. Canada keeps, though. At the point. Shot. Kuya Halkula and a quick whistle. And the referee says, no, that's okay. My mistake. And everybody full of forgiveness says it's a development camp. So you have a look at Berg for Team Finland. Nella Berg is part of that bronze medal program. Also played 18 games on loan for TPS this year, 4 assists, 5 games in America there back in June. And Stewart out there to try and get herself fresh and involved in the game. That's Spring from Cranbrook. Committed to Colgate in 23-24 in the NCAA. Pice tries to pick the far blocker side, or the far side blocker side, but that whistles wide of the cage. At the line it remains. Spring now. Drops it out for Pice. Pice has been sniffing around the net. She's had a good game for White today. Nice move, Alexander. Short side. Wide of the net. It's Gracie Graham now from Fort Nelson. Plays it in front. Oh, what a save by Kuya Halkula. That's the look they've been trying to get for most of this second period. An unbelievable pad save by 31 Blue. Right on the doorstep. She was ready to put her arms in the air. Fiala fires, and that one's blocked. The Finnish goaltending has been excellent. Absolutely excellent. Let's see if Blue can ride that momentum as Canada hopes to put more pressure on and eventually get another couple by the stud netminder between the pipes. Both goals for Canada came 11 seconds apart, and a long lead pass. It's going to be a breakaway. In alone, backhand, and another save by Kuya Halkula off of Eloise Caron. The long lead pass. She had all kinds of time to go in alone, but that young lady right there has been absolutely sensational in this hockey game. Much like her partner in crime that's watching from the bench. Unbelievable. Oyala will send it across to Timonen. Got Murphy on it. Finns continually hoping to ride a little bit of physicality and open up some ice, but it doesn't seem to be working to their advantage to get it out of their zone. Still 30 shots to 2. No shots in the second period for Team Finland. At the point for Murphy. The return feed. Down to her knees and back up is Jessica McKinnon, who had a goal in a losing cause on Tuesday. Backhander, and that one whistles wide. Oh, a nice little move by Murphy. Trying to wrap it around, and that one through the crease and wide as well. Gilmore has it. Canada's changing. Oh, nice little move by Gilmore. Trying to sneak through the backside. Blue sweaters everywhere one more time. Great stick work Great gap control. Logan. That deflected as well. Pickering now. Hurry looks on the other side. I've really liked the game at a 56, Kiera Hurry, the London product. She's been excellent to watch today. As Morrison in on the forecheck with LaMarche. And Finland, what do they got here? It's Lundstrom looking for the first shot of the period for the Blue Sweaters, but it's not going to come on that rush with 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Regardless of where the puck is, I'm going to go through the Canadian goaltender's stats at the next whistle. Morrison sends it in as LaMarche is onside, and Finland will advance it. And it could be a break here, but good back check to prevent that. And another great defensive play by Spring. Hard on it and aggressive. Just what the coaches love. And great forecheck. Hoping to cause a turnover is LaMarche. Had an assist as well on Tuesday. Centering pass, trying to find some open ice, and hits a stick, deflected. LaMarche fires it off the mask, I believe, of Kuya Halkula, and it comes back in front again. Canada doing all they can to force it in front and get one in the dirty area, as they say. Hurry now. Oh, and a nice pass in tight. Another kick save. Kuya Halkula with the pillow. I imagine she is going to have a very expensive dinner full of nutrients after this one, purchased by her teammates. And rightfully so. Sensational goaltending by 31. Oh my goodness. Fiala off the draw. Fiala now centering, and that goes through and wide. Going after her own dump in is Haley Armstrong from Dawson Creek, British Columbia. That was the home of the 2019 World Junior A Challenge, where HN Live was also happy to be partnered up with it too. That was a really fun event when you look back at the names that were in that one. Unbelievable. Alex Newhook, Carter Savoy, tons of Connor Capone, who's won himself a NCAA championship, as did Mike Benning, and the list goes on. So I love about amateur sports, and such an honor to be doing these international type events. The idea not lost on me that it's an absolute privilege. And that goes diagonally through zone. And in the rearview mirror is Murphy to take a quick peek, as she will happily continue the stat line of no shots in the second period for Finland. As Canada, oh, what a move, in tight, Pice, and trying to go glove side. Pice shakes her head and says, what do I got to do? 40 White has been all around the net today. Emily Pice from London, Ontario. 29 games played for London in the OWHL this year. 37 points, 16 goals. Also part of that gold medal winning program in America with the U18 World Championships. Had 6 games she played, got a goal there as well. 100 seconds remain in the second period. And I lied. I didn't get to the goaltender stats, but Ron Radke will do that at the start of the third, okay? Cool. He's my camera guy. That's one of my, I do a lot of nonverbal cues, and that was a verbal one. That's okay. What's Canada got to do to solve that tendy again? They're doing all they can right now, but Kuya Halkula has been sensational. Short side, trying to bring it out the net. There's the lane, and there's the goal. McKinnon used a screen, forced her way in front, and ripped the top shelf. It's 3-0. McKinnon's second goal of the summer showcase. And that's, I guess, the way you got to do it. Use the defender as a screen. If they're going to stick to you, then take advantage of it. Played for Ridley College from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia as Jessica McKinnon. in the OWHL. Point a game player, 9 goals, 12 points. Long lead pass for Morrison. Canada trying to ride the momentum. They had 2 goals in 11 seconds in the first. And Finland hoping that their goaltender is going to give them momentum. If you're watching from a Finnish perspective, and we do appreciate our viewers from Finland, from all over the place, wherever you're tuning in from. And that's offside, as LaMarche waited patiently for Morrison, but was a little bit of a little step too soon. 39.6 remaining in the opening 20, or excuse me, the middle frame. So much like yesterday, in the 6-2 victory, that was 7-3 after a 5-minute overtime. Regardless of the score, we'll do overtime again today. Just to be able to showcase that for those who are making the decisions to unify these two rosters into one. And a fake shot from the point, trying to free up some ice again for Team Canada White. With about a dozen left, Graham now. Look at all that traffic in front. Oh my, that's like the Deerfoot on the way down. And it's 5 seconds remaining, or maybe the 4:01 for our viewers in the east side, because there's very likely a lot of viewers watching from the East Coast in Canada. The number 2 highway, the highway between Edmonton and Calgary. And around Stampede time when we were in town a month or so ago, that drive from Edmonton to Calgary normally takes about 2.5, was about 3:15 with all that traffic. But that was a lot of traffic in front, and traffic is how Canada scored their 3rd goal and finally solved the wizard that is Kuya Halkula, which is a big reason why it's only 3-0 right now. Shots 35-2 after 2 periods. Finland without a shot on goal. Stay with us. We'll return to Win Sport Arenas after we take a short break. You are watching the 2022 U18 Summer Showcase with Hockey Canada in partnership with HN Live in Calgary, Alberta. We will be back. And we are back for the third period of play from the Markham McPhail Center, the Win Sport facility in Calgary Canada Olympic Park in Calgary, Alberta, on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. I am Dave Dawson. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever it is from the world you are watching. We are very, very grateful to have you along with us. Team Finland, who was dropped 6-2 by Team Canada Red yesterday, down 3-0 to Team Canada White, and their goaltender has been absolutely incredible. Kurtu Kuya Haukula, 35 shots, has made 32 saves. That is something that has not been an issue for Finland today. What they could use more of is offense. No shots in the second period, 17 for Canada, 0, a two-period total of 35-2. Goals by Graham, Evans, and McKinnon. That's where we stand. One power play for Team Canada did not capitalize on. Finland has had 4 opportunities, and here we go. In the third period, Dave Dawson, Chris Colwell, Ron Radke, and the entire HN Live broadcast crew here at the Win Sport in Calgary. As the final game for Finland, that they will take a couple days off and play a unified Canada roster on Sunday. Graham plays it in front, and a little bit too hot potato. Boots all the way back into the Canada zone. Pice has been sensational today. Steps over the stripe. Pice has it knocked off for stick. And Finland is out. But whiffing on it, and Caron will get the loose change. Pice goes off on a line change. Finland now trying to find a way to gain some momentum, but Canada, more pressure on. Rebound in tight, firing, and that's blocked fearlessly again. Finland has been incredible at keeping a lot of those chances to the outside. Spring heads back. The outlet pass a little bit too beyond the stick. McKinnon plays it deep, looking for the return feed. Her and Gilmore get crossed up as she meets up with Varjonen, who has causing fits for the Canadian forward down low. So Finland's Lundstrom will start things out. Plays it across now. And that goes to nobody. Their officials say it was touched, so icing is waved off. As Stewart will get a chance. And hey, Ron Radke, we can give Rhea Stewart's stats. From New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. 16 games played for Kebo in the NSU 16 AAA League this year. 6-9 as a starter. 380 goals against and a .917 save percentage. Ariane LeBlanc not in the lineup today. She played in the game against Canada Red. And those two teams will lock up tomorrow afternoon with Peter Labardius on the call in their final intrasquad game. The dump it in Moise Morrison. Plays it in front, but no shot. Murphy asked for it, but the angle didn't work. So Canada's got to tag up again. Rubbed off of it nicely, and Kruk now sends it along. In behind is Kankunen. And interfered with just ever so gently. Play will continue. The lead pass goes off the Finnish skate. Canada will regroup. Evans plays it back. So 2 shots to 1 this period, as Finland obviously real early on in that whistle were able to get their first shot since the first period, and that's a good starting point if you're Team Finland. Now if they can muster some ozone opportunities, but for Canada, this is great news for them and a great litmus test on the urgency and aggression of the forecheck. And attention to detail. Fiala just loses her footing, and there's a chance. Letting it rip, and Stewart kicks it out right in front. Comes back to the point. Berg. It hops over her stick. Stewart, obviously, the pad's still a little bit cold, doing all she can to stay sharp. And a nice save there, and the rebound cleared out of the way, and Unfortunately for her, it stayed around too quick. Stayed around too much before it could be cleared out of the way. Here's Finland, a chance in front. Can't get a backhand on Lundstrom. Short side chance and almost caught Stewart pinching off the post. So another shot on goal for Finland, which they've already reached their tally from the first period and doubled their game total. So a great start here for the Finnish program, 4 and a bit in. As Krug puts it out the net. Register that as a shot as well. So if you're Canada, you want to continue to be aggressive and not kind of nurse this 3-0 lead. Even though confidence they have that they can complete the task. And down the right wing side comes Caron, drops it off. That goes in through the middle of the zone and wide of the net. Caron looks on as her teammate goes in to retrieve. It's Gilmore. Gilmore with Caron. Knocked down behind the net. Play goes on. Bumped a couple of times as well. And Spring's going to get it. And referee will blow it dead behind the net. As Kuya Hakula will get a little bit of refreshment as she anticipates a heavy workload in the remaining 14:42. So Venla Veri yesterday. Shots were 13-5 in the first period, 17-3 in the second, and 21-2 in the third. For Canada Red. Red had the day off today. They will play white tomorrow at 4 Mountain Time. Pelkonen puts it out the net, blocker save, and the Canadian player knocked into the cage. Getting back up to her feet is Jessica McKinnon. And some discussion at center ice around the Canadian bench as they're trying to determine if maybe that would have been a penalty or not, but there's no arm in the air, so they're just going to signal that. Trying to find the location of the face-off as well, and it'll remain in the Canada zone. Face off the left side of the goaltender, Stewart. Carly Vance started this one, and Stewart has already seen triple the shot total that Vance did. Double the shot total. Behind the net. Saljonen has been one of the better Finland players. Goes off on a change, sends it in. Now cross ice hot. Caron takes it. McKinnon streaking through, and it's up there to Logan. Has a break with McKinnon in front. Backhand, and another unbelievable save by Kuya Haukula. How Kuya has she been? Doink! Off the goalpost. Incredible performance. Shocked as nobody. A Finnish athlete is a good goaltender. Incredible stuff. Seen so many incredible in the men's and women's game. Finnish tenders come through the ranks over the years, and we are being witness to 2 unbelievable performances over the last 24 hours. Kerttu Kuya Haukula has been sensational. Murphy now at the line. LaMarche waiting for the return feed. Got the trigger ready to fire. LaMarche now doesn't like the options. Puts it in front. Wrapping around. Another save. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. And another save by Kuya Haukula. What do they have to do to get the puck by 31? Ridiculous. 41 shots now on net. She's made 38 saves. And looks like she's ready to go for 38 more. Just another day at the office for 31. No problems. Wow. Absolute treat. It has been a treat to watch this. And draw is going to come all the way back down into the Canada zone. They're going to say there's, well, a Morrison penalty there. Okay. I was too busy absolutely gushing over the goaltender, and it's interference. So Morrison in the box. Finland to the 5th power play of the game. And this one would be a big one to score. Stewart has seen the heaviest workload of the 2 Canadian goaltenders so far. And ripped hard around, will get it down the ice. Over the stripe comes Finland. Pelkonen through a screen, and it's right there for Seljonen. Might have had an opportunity to whack at it. That's where Lapalainen got her opening goal yesterday. To the point, one-time shot, nice save, rebound, and Seljonen just past her outstretched arm. He had a wide open net to pop it in, and she knew it too. Varjonen. Thieved by the Canadian defender, or attacker, as Spring now the defender at the line. Sends it into open real estate. Alexander, the first one on it with hurry. And Tallinen wants to bring it down into the other end. So a good little sequence there for Finland, who were really buzzing for a couple of moments and trying to crack that goose egg. So with 18 remaining on the power play clock, Kruk drops it off at the line. Towards the net, hits a leg of Lundstrom. She's trying to track it into single-digit seconds. And Morrison ready to leave the box, and she's gone. So successful kill for Canada, and Finland will sit on it, and a face-off will come. 7 shots now, so 41-7 the shot total. Again, 51-10. Finland had 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third yesterday. Today, 2 in the first, 0 in the second, and 5 in the third. For Canada, they got better as the game went on as well, 13-17-21. Logan. A little flip pass up in the air. And on it is Morrison. A lot of energy. She's had 2 minutes to sit and watch her teammates. The midway portion of the third period. And Seljonen, who came so close to putting a knife through that donut a couple of moments ago on the power play, on it again. One of the better players for Finland. I've said that a couple times already. Really enjoyed watching her today. She was also part of that program that won bronze a month and a bit ago. Well, actually, it's more 2 months now. It's wrapped up, I believe, on the 13th of June. Logan down the wing for Canada. Oh, a nice little dangle, but flying by to break that up was Kari. Peiss now at the line. Savardi and Spinorama to open up some ice. Murphy, look at all those bodies in front. Right in front to Peiss, off the heel of her stick. She has done nothing less than be all over the net, but just can't find the 4x6 today. Emily Peiss, eventually the dam's going to break for her. You get that feeling she'll score 4 tomorrow, just the way she's played today. And in front again, she has it. 2 blue jerseys, prevent her from getting a shot. As she awaits in the trigger position, Laidlaw. Peiss trying to free herself up and crossed up as Graham Fiala goes back to track it. That's number 11, Jocelyn Fiala from Saskatoon. Laidlaw sends it down low for Peiss. Trying to put it in front, and Finland wasting no time. As soon as that puck comes anywhere near the blue paint, a stick or a skate is there, and it's gone quickly. And if it's not, their goaltender has stopped almost everything that she's seen. 38 saves so far. And we'll see how that goes when the 8 minutes that are on the clock remain. What the final tally will be. Again, we will do overtime regardless of the score tonight, just for the evaluation purposes. Lundstrom's a step offside, and her teammate has to tag up. That's Eko Luma. And the flip pass through neutral. Talinen. Misdirection, trying to shake off the defender. And Gilmore plays an excuse me little rub that prevents a Finland rush the other way. Hurry now. Drops it in front and bobbling it. Couldn't get a clean shot away was Caron. Leaves it at the point now. Spring trying to find some open ice. More traffic in front. Evans has had a beauty already. Tries to pick a corner there, but guess who? Salyonen gets it out of the way. 3 points in the World Championships in June. Shot, and it trickles over the line. They score. Kuya Haukula got a piece of it originally, and it just rolled over the line. And was it Hurry? It came off her stick, I believe. She's the one that leads the flyby. And in no hurry to celebrate, but they do end up doing it. Canada up 4-0. On the 42nd shot of the game, Kiara Hurry puts Canada up 4-0, a London, Ontario product. Rewarded for an excellent game on the backside today. And we will await the official scoring play update on Hockey Canada's stats keeping page as the incredible statisticians and video team accompany me in the broadcast confines. Armstrong trying to find a pass. She does! Doink! Off the goalpost again. Is that number 3 today? She had the pass, she had the goaltender beat, but quarter of an inch the other way, coach, and I would have missed completely. LaMarche firing, another save, and the referee blows it. And why not when Kuya Haukula seems to save in everything? Lost sight of the puck momentarily. So shots 43-7. Off the drop, pressure on for Canada. It's Logan. Logan Murphy wants it bad, kept it at the line. They're going to say she was out. The official is on the ice, and I'm in the booth, so yeah. Hard call to make in real time. That's a tough one. Draw will come outside the zone. Is that Ava Murphy there, Ron Radke, I think? Number 3 from Kitchener, Ontario. It's 5 points in 6 games in the U18 World Championship gold medal. 18 points for Oakville in the OWHL, including 3 goals in 26 games this year. U22 elite. Through neutral comes Canada. Dropping it off. Logan down to one knee. Trying to Brett Hull it into the back of the net, but that's blocked. 5.5 remaining here in the third period. 43-7 shots on goal. Canada White 4-0 they lead. Murphy. That shot gets blocked by Talinen, who's been excellent as well. Canada's been great on the forecheck. They've really caused Finland fits when it comes to snuffing out their breakouts. But where Finland has succeeded, be it the score is 4-0, is really neutralizing that front of the net play. But full credit to Canada for tilting the ice in half. It has really been a dominant Canada White performance. As Graham receives that. And Pice back on the ice. What can she do here? Can she get paid for her efforts. She'd love it. Alexander in front. Peiss tracks it and hard on it. Relentless effort by Emily Peiss. If I'm picking players of the game, even though she hasn't scored, I like Peiss as one of the top players. Just her effort, her no give up at all. She has just been constantly, every time she's on the ice, something's happened in the positive category. Gilmore sends it across, and through Fiala, Finland will ditch it back in. Gilmore back there, 6'2", and I said it earlier on in the broadcast, I'll say it again. I imagine an incredible future of athletics still awaits for her. A great life that she's built for the athletic category already, but I imagine a wonderful future awaits for 34 White. Coaches love it at 6'2", and you can move as well as she can on skates. I'll tell you that much. And a good forecheck effort, letting it rip, and that one wide of the cage. Spring now on the opposite side, or the near side, I should say. On her strong side, Evans. Trying to will it in front of the net, and another save, Kuya-Haukula. 40th of the game. Armstrong sends it across, that's blocked. And Armstrong back to get it again. Spring walks in, misfires, and Berg's body was in the way anyway. I can tell you one thing, my good friend Peter Labardius is going to be very jealous. He's not going to get to call a game for Finland. It's Sandra Persina, the incredible broadcast prowess of my friend Sandra, who's going to be calling the game on Sunday. But I know Peter loves hockey more than any human I've ever met. And based on these goaltending performances that we're seeing right here, her 41st save, Vari and Kuya-Haukula are putting on an absolute clinic between the pipes. And Canada's been excellent in providing offense. Pickering through a screen, and broken record, save 42 for number 31. As Peter is just north on the QE2, enjoying some of the World Juniors with his son right now, and he'll happily come in and do a couple of games tomorrow. So he's got the 4 and 7 o'clock, both of them. Next 2 days for that matter, I imagine. And are we going to call that a shot? I don't think so. It'll just be a trick curler on the net. As the clock in-house continuing to run here. I'm not sure if they're just doing that for the sake of time. 15 seconds have ticked off the clock in-house, so I'm not sure what's going on, but all right. It's my job to call the game, so I'm not going to step on anyone's toes here. So the clock you see on your screen is the one we'll refer to. Peiss would love to get rewarded for her sensational game today. Pickering back to Murphy. She's played well on the backside as well. Peiss now massaged into the boards by Kruk. So we will play overtime anyway, regardless of the score. And that'll be a penalty call up against Canada. Finland's 6th power play of the contest. This is about the time. Kruk got her goal yesterday. So the goals that get scored in overtime won't count in the stats. So just so you're not confused at home, we will also not put those on our scoreboard. So whatever score happens at the end of regulation will be the final score, and any goal scored in the overtime that's not overtime won't count. And that makes sense, obviously. Just, I know it's an elephant in the room sort of thing, but I may as well just explain it. But you probably already knew that. Anyway, I always like to give the benefit of the doubt to those who maybe are watching for the first time, and we love having new viewers to the great game of hockey for everyone. Absolutely love it. Such a growing sport. The game continues to grow and expand, and awareness across countries internationally. Just incredible. Incredible honor to be part of this with HN Live. As I take on that role of broadcast manager and oversee the play-by-play voices and social media and all those things alike, and the owners of the company, Corey Bro and Calvin Bellows as well. We are all so honored to be in this relationship with Hockey Canada. As Finland brings it in on the power play with 35 remaining in the game and 1:13 left on the player advantage. Fiala behind the net. And sending it down right onto the stick of Kuya Halkula, where if she would prefer a little more zone time in her own end, I'm sure she wants another 10 shots on goal, as goalies are like that, right? They want 40, 50, 60 shots. And Kuya Halkula has been incredible in this one. So the power play will carry on into overtime, but it really means nothing because the final score, Team Canada White, 4-0 victors over Finland. And not to be overshadowed, the incredible performance of Kuya Halkula between the pipes. So we'll pause momentarily, and for camp evaluation purposes, have an overtime period as 41 seconds remain on the penalty to the Canadian player who will remain in the box. It is Pickering. So I'll step aside momentarily. Stay with us for overtime. So for the second straight U18 game, camp evaluation purposes, we do an overtime. And for the second straight U18 game, overtime begins with the power play, which means it's not 3-on-3. It'll be 4-on-4 until there's a whistle. And yesterday they took almost the entire overtime to get us back down to 3-on-3. Welcome back to the Markham McPhail Center on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. I am Dave Dawson along with Chris Colwell, Ron Radke, and your entire broadcast crew here at the WinSport Quad Arena facilities. As there's 4 rinks here and they are all gorgeous. This building is state-of-the-art, sensational in the heart of Alberta. And these women's games will move for the next 2 days to one of the associate auxiliary rinks. And now Finland will be heading to the power play, so we will get 3-on-3 for at least 23 seconds. So Peter Labardis and Sander will do the next 2 games from Rink B, as they call it, due to the Muay Thai event that's going to be here that our company, HN Live, is actually going to be streaming. So 3-on-3 for 23 seconds, then Canada will have a power play. And then when we get to it, we'll do 3-on-3 for the remainder of overtime. Evans now circles back. Plays it across for Caron. Crosses a stripe, Varjonen breaks it up. But Canada remains possession. It's Hurry who leaves it for Evans. Evans in front. Hurry trying to will it at the net, and Kuyahalkula was there. I don't think it got a shot on goal, but she was there to make sure that it didn't, if there was one. So Canada's got a $1:30 power play now, and they will set up shop at 0 for 1 in the game so far. Changing they are on the play. Shot right into the equipment of Berg. And Pickering will grab it. Pickering, all this open ice, trying to find some Pickering right on the net. A couple whacks, and Kuyahalkula makes her 43rd and 44th save unofficially of the game, because those don't count. But just for the speak of it, sensational stuff by both of the Finnish netminders. Vari yesterday and Kuyahalkula today. Spring over to the line. 45 on the player advantage. Spring now sends it across. Graham drops it off. Logan zips it, and Kuyahalkula hangs on for the faceoff. 35 remaining on the power play. Drawn to the right side of the Finnish netminder. It's won by Finland, and Kakura plays it back there for Tallinen. Trying to make a shifty stick play, but Logan, relentless on the puck, kept them to the line. Nope, just jumps out. Fiala sends it across. Rolling biscuit, settles it down. 10 left on the power play for Canada. Logan, hot across in the air. Fiala knocks it down. Penalized players out. Shot blocked again. The Corsi stats for Canada are through the roof as Salonen walks in but brings it back out to make sure that they get all the appropriate personnel out there. Saljonen, sensational for Finland. And now up the ice is Pelkonen. Shot is blocked as Stewart will hang on, and now it'll be 3-on-3 with 2:17 remaining in overtime. As you have a look at number 21, Nia Pelkonen played a trio of games at that U18 World Championship in June, where Finland took home the bronze. So tomorrow afternoon, the final intra-squad game between red and white to the U18 level. Peter will have that at 4 o'clock. Then at 7:15 Mountain Time, will be red versus gold at the National Development Program. White has fulfilled their commitments already, 2-0. And Murphy over the line. Centering at the point for LaMarche. Thinks about teeing it up, instead walks in. Right on a pillow, and Murphy just put it wide. LaMarche. And again, Finland making sure with Karenin right there, tracking it in front, not allowing the path to the net, even though there's a path right here, and Kulia, another save. Alexander zips in another block. Somebody, if they're keeping block shot stats today, I want to know them. Finland's have to be ridiculous. 50 shots, now 51. Make that 52. Unfortunately, they don't count for the stats. Fesciendo's out there, much like our Chris Colwell sitting beside us with 53 now on the board. The buck 14 remaining in the unofficial overtime period. Berg off the draw, plays at the neutral. 1 minute remaining on this overtime. That is strictly for camp scouting purposes. Coming into the game, the water cooler talk in and amongst our crew here was, can Kulia match the goaltending performance of Vary yesterday? And I am going to make the statement that I think she may have one-upped her by just a fingernail. Vary was sensational yesterday, but Kulia was ridiculous today. And here's Pice. She would love to get in on the score sheet. But unfortunately, it won't actually count, but nonetheless, just for the aspect of playing hockey and getting in on the fun. And a dozen left in a foot chase. Can Finland get one on the board before this one's over? It likely will not be as so, as they say. So Team Canada, an extra 5 minutes of time on the clock to show for it. And now it is in the books. Team Canada white, a 4-0 victory over Finland. So a shutout for the goaltending tandem of Carly Vance and Raya Stewart. Vance certainly had the lesser workload, but not to be overshadowed in that process. And the two intra-squad teams go head-to-head tomorrow. U18 red and white at 4 o'clock Mountain Time with Peter Labardius. 7:15 Mountain Time, they'll have red versus gold from the National Development Program, Peter will. And then Sandra Persino will bring you the game Saturday and Sunday. And then Tyler King the game on Monday. Sunday is when this U18 group wraps up. A squad united between the two red and white will make one squad to take on Finland, and then they'll have the Canada-USA series beginning next Wednesday. On behalf of Chris Colwell, Ron Radke, the owners of the company, Corey Bro, Calvin Bellows, I am Dave Dawson saying thank you so much for watching this presentation of the Hockey Canada U18 Summer Showcase between Canada and Finland. Good night from the Mark and McPhail Center in Calgary.